2017 Ford Raptor rigid lights. I wanted to specifically go over the rigid lights that I had installed. I talked about them in previous videos. They're in a 3x3 pod configuration. They are the Radiance series. I had them installed factory. I'm going for the factory look on this truck. They do not protrude from the top of my bumper. As you can see, these were installed using a custom bracket that I've covered in prior videos. That the company that installed everything, they manufacture the bracket out of an aluminum alloy. So I've got them on both sides of the truck, obviously look good. And then I had them install the rigid flasher module. You can see it back in there. There, of course, is the JMS module. But the rigid flasher module turns the flashers, or turns the lights into flashers. I had them install it on my switch, my upfitter switch number 3, which gives me flashers, and I can change the configuration. I have not bothered with the configuration change yet, but it gives me flashers on my front, and then I've got some rigid that I've covered on a prior video as well. It gives me rigids in the rear, or flashers in the rear, and they tied them into my factory lights as well. So I have that, and then I had them set up my upfitter switches with just different configurations. When I turn 1 on, I can get a light. When I turn 2 on, I can get a combination of lights. So ultimately, I end up with a very good looking light setup. I had them adjust the lights down so I'm not blinding people. I've been driving numerous times at night. I do not get flashed. I don't think I'm blinding anybody, but the look is very good. And as I've discussed in a former video, I had the rigid lights installed in the rear. They're tied in with the backup lights. I'm not terribly happy with the look. It's the best that Rigid had in their flush mount series. So what is going to happen next? These are coming out. They just don't look appropriate for the stylishness of that bumper. So I found someone who is going to plasma cut through here a shape that will allow us to mount a rigid 10-inch behind there, and then a rigid pod, again a Radiance pod in red that will tie in great with the red color key. And I'm hoping we're going to come in with some honeycomb expanded metal that will be welded into there, and then the bumper will be sent off for powder coating before the lights are installed, of course. So I'll cover that. I'm hoping to have that done this week.